Hello everybody, this is Tracy again from Tracy's Personal Training, Pilates and Yoga. And I am Tracy Markley, and I'm also the author of 3 books, The Stroke of an Artist, The Journey of a Fitness Trainer and Stroke Survivor, author of Tipping Towards Balance, A Fitness Trainer's Guide to Stability and Walking, and the author of Stroke Recovery What Now, When Physical Therapy Ends But Your Recovery Continues. 2 more books coming out in the next month. One is on the power of the spine muscles, and one is on the brain. They're finishing with the next few weeks, and hopefully in the month they'll be out. So I'm looking forward to that. And so today I want to go over some basic muscle exercises. In most of my videos, I talk about the core, staying engaged, helping people, get stable in here and their psoas and the muscles for the movement for walking, and stabilization for movement. I always believe things start at the core. Get the core strong so you can stabilize for other movements. So I've had a few questions just about the basic stuff, and some people have showed me videos, and I got a video saying on someone who's very kind who wanted me to look at someone's exercises, and there was some bad form. So I'm going to go over a few different exercises to work the lat muscle. I'm going to go over a few different exercises for the tricep and a few different exercises for the bicep. How's that? You got lats, biceps, and tris. Lat is the big back muscle. If you've seen my books, it's the big back muscle. It comes down, enters into the fascia right through here. I don't think you can see it from that far away. It's this big muscle right here. And then you have the biceps, the front of the arm, and the tricep. So, a couple things. Old school lat muscle exercises. You got the lat pull, you got the machines you put them on. Sometimes you can do them on, this is a real, just straight free weight rack. What you put on is the weight you got. The gyms, all the gyms that some of the machines have pulleys, which is fine. You just may notice that maybe one machine at one gym you put 75 pounds on, one's 80, one's 40, one's 90, and it's just like the strength of the pulleys, how they're adjusted. So always know what feels right to you. So this is the lat bar. Let me take that off and show you guys. So here's the lat bar. What the big mistake is, and it was old school, and at least 25, 30 years ago, it was taught for biomechanics and neurological issues and back and neck and shoulder function, that going behind your neck is not what you're supposed to do. You want to bring it to your chest. Right through your chest. So whether you're sitting on a machine pulling down, I'll give you a sample here when I get going there. But this is what you want to think about when it comes to this. Think about your exercises having to do with something to do with functional movement in everyday life. You will reach for a glass in a cupboard. You might pick up a box. You may climb a tree. You may pull yourself up a rope. Everything's here. There is nothing that you do back here. In fact, when you put your arm, your head has to go forward to pull something back here. So if you're doing the old school lat pull down behind your neck, it's probably going to cause you issues. So I would not do that. And especially if you're, any age, but if you're a senior, you're in senior fitness, you've been working your balance and stability, strengthening your body for movement, you're in stroke recovery, and you're in some kind of rehab where you want your bones and muscles to work properly in everyday life. You want to move them properly in your exercises. So I'm going to give you 2 lat exercises. If you don't have these, you don't have to use this. There's other ways to do it. But this is the basic one that's kind of at any gym. Some people have them at home. Put your lat on the bar on your hook. You come down to your machine. I think I'm all in the picture. There's a different theory in how tight you tuck your legs. The reason you tuck your legs is just to support your back when you lean back. But there's some theories that say don't tuck your legs at all. I like mine tucked. Most machines have little bars here. Come back up and get that. So I come down, zip up my abs, set my shoulders in good form, lean back slightly, Make sure your hands are on the bar the same way on both sides, evenly. Pull it to your chest. Bring it back up. Your abs are zipped up, looking straight ahead of you. Don't look around the room when you do this, and don't swing. Nice. Inhale one direction, exhale the other. Tummy zipped up as you go through to support your spine. This is working your lats, lat pull down. Some people lean back further. Some people stay up straighter. I say it depends how your shoulders work. All our joints are a little different. So how I test things is lift your arms where you casually can reach up, where you're comfortable. Don't shove it way back here. That's kind of your neutral to do your pulling. Don't try to get your shoulders way up here. Kind of just find your spot and pull it towards your chest. So try not to go behind your neck. Let me rephrase that. Do not go behind your neck. It's not good for you. It's not going to train functional training. And if you want all your systems to come back in rehab or as a senior or after injuries, if you do things training malfunction, you're going to continue to have malfunction and you're going to continue to have injuries. And I want to say I guarantee you, but I don't really like saying that word, but most people who've done this behind their head a lot, so they're in this position to do it, wherever they're sitting, their neck's here, which is kind of like whiplash. A lot of them probably have rotator cuff injuries and shoulder injuries now, and possibly neck and back, because that's not a proper position. So if you're, when in doubt, look up someone who you trust, who has good information, or get a trainer with good qualifications. Look for good form. If you're on your own, think, would I ever do this movement in real life? Does it mimic everyday activities? Most likely it's not the best to do, but you will reach in front of you, you will pull down, you will reach things in here, you will do things in this position, exercise in that position. Another way to hit your lats, there's an advanced way and just kind of a basic way. So if you can come to the floor, and hopefully you can see me in the video. Turn that down just a little more, okay. What we're not doing is we're not going out into a plank. Keep your thigh bones straight up and down. Get a ball, hold it almost to the center, not quite. Hinge at your hips, go out with a flat back. Push up with those arms. Come up to good posture. Come all the way out to a flat back. Push up to good posture. So you're basically hinging at your hip, rolling out in a flat back, pushing up with your lats. So don't have your arms close on the ball. Have your arms, have them wider here. So from the front position, still, this, your thigh bones stay straight up and down. You're not bending them into a plank. Abs are in. Come all the way out. Push yourself up. Your abs are zipped up, and then set your shoulders in good form. Right through here. That's another way to work your ab. It works your core too. You're working more than just lats. It also works your triceps and your shoulders some. To make that more advanced, grab a BOSU ball. Get in that BOSU ball. Now this is going to kick in the quads, the glutes, the core a lot more. Come up to here. Sometimes I switch to a taller ball when I'm in the BOSU ball because you want to come up nice and tall. Tummy zipped up. Again, roll out. And press yourself all the way up to your nice and tall, good posture in your shoulders. Go back down and come all the way up. These are excellent for functional training, but make sure your knees are good with it, your shoulders are good with it, your back's good with it. So I just gave you 3 lat exercises. So, triceps. There's different ways to hit your triceps, and many people do them wrong. So, triceps, back of the arm. A lot of people take their weights and they swing their joints with their weight. The tricep movement is extending this out. So if you're standing, you can support your spine, arms to your side, straight back, straight in, straight back, straight in. I don't think that's the best for your spine to use that position. I suggest going to a bench, supporting yourself, nice flat back, glue that elbow to your side, straighten and bend, straighten and bend. That would be triceps. What a lot of people do is they do this. Tricep extend the arm. That means you have to open that elbow up. And you don't want to take like a 5 or 10 pound weight and swing your joint and your shoulder with it. So that's a couple ways right there to work your triceps. Support yourself. If you're a little more advanced and you have a little more core strength, you can use a ball as your bench, staying still, good form like you did on a bench or a chair. This will work your core and your stabilization at the same time. You can, if you're using these at the gym, this bar comes all the way down. You glue your elbows to the side. You stand up tall, press it down, come up, press it down, and come up. What you don't want to do, which I see most people doing, is swinging, or they're staying right in here, and they're in here, or they're up, and they're down. They're doing all these crazy things. You're keeping your torso straight, whether you're pushing, whether you're pressing. This stays, remember your core and all the things I've taught you guys. Arms come here, press, come up to almost middle of your chest. Try to keep tension all the way through. Another way to hit your triceps, which a lot of people do messy, is lay on the floor. So you can see my arm. What I'm going to be doing, we're going to be laying on the floor doing this. And I think you can see me on the floor from up there. So whether you're doing 2 weights at the same time or 1, you want to be right here doing it. You don't want to be doing this. That's what a lot of people do. They swing or they do it way back here. You want your shoulder, elbow slightly in front of your shoulder. Keep this steady and you're in here. If you need your other arm to support you, put it right through here. That's how you do tricep on the floor or on a bench, or you could do a bar through here. When people swing them over their head, when they do this on the floor, that can cause shoulder impingement, and many people end up with shoulder injuries and they don't know why they did it. Poor form, wrong technique, and poor mechanics at the gym and then their exercises. Bicep curls, let me get one other way here. Okay. Biceps, the same thing. Your arms stay to your side. You bend, you straighten, you bend, you straighten. So the tricep extends the elbow and the bicep brings it back in. So triceps, you're pushing the weight away. Biceps, you're pulling it towards you. Tricep being a push muscle, bicep being a pull muscle. So when you hear people switching up the workouts to the push and pull muscles, that's what they mean. The chest and triceps help push. The upper back and rhomboids and biceps, they pull. So they mix their workouts like that. I don't. I like to work full body when I work out. But that's just me. So bicep curls. Arms are to your side. Bring them in and down, in and down. Not swing, swing, swing. This isn't bicep. You have to extend that arm down. Bring it back up. This way. Your biceps are 2-headed muscle. You're working the 2 heads right through here. You turn into a hammer curl, which this is hammer curl. Side view of hammer curl, especially you girls. This is hammer curl. This is not. You can't straighten your elbow all the time. You either have poor form or your weight is too heavy. Extend it, flex it, extend it, flex it. Hammer curls work more the outer bicep head and down the forearm, the bicep brachialis, what comes here, right down through here. So you got triceps, you got biceps, you got some lats. If you use the ball with your workout, you get some shoulder exercises too. And we are going to leave it at that. So again, I am Tracy Markley from Tracy's Personal Training, Pilates and Yoga, and author of 3 books, Stroke of an Artist, The Journey of a Fitness Trainer and Stroke Survivor, Tipping Towards Balance, A Fitness Trainer's Guide to Stability and Walking, and Stroke Recovery, What Now When Physical Therapy Ends But Your Recovery Continues. So whether you're in recovery, just working out, you're doing videos and working out, you're starting exercises, wherever you're at, make sure you get the basics down to the functioning biomechanics of movement. Because if you don't know the movements, or you're doing your biceps swinging your arm and you go watch some videos on YouTube and they're jumping all over the place, you're just going to get injured. So if you know your muscles and you get the basics down and the grounding of your core and your spine and like all my other videos, and you're doing your basic biceps and triceps and some of the other basic muscles of exercises you see around, if you got the body mechanics down and your movements of that, you'll probably spare yourself from injuries. Plus you build your body up right. So remember, shoulders stay in place no matter what you're doing. Triceps, biceps, shoulders, lats. You're never working out with your shoulders in your ear, unless you're purposely doing shrugs. Otherwise, these stay down and you do your exercises. Shoulders down, abs in. Good posture, good form, and I would say also watch your feet. You can't see my feet in the video. I'm going to go back further. Make sure you're not just kind of standing like this. Get your feet doing the same thing, so your pelvic and hips are doing the same thing, and you're in good form in your exercises. So have a good day. I hope this helped you, and don't give up.